guys, DekingRenegade here,
And Stephen Ellis from the Hockeyhouse.
and in this week's edition of Talking Tuesdays, the topic at hand is going to be music and montages.
I know you've been more interested about this one than I think any other topics.
Oh, for sure, I've been ready to talk about this one for a while, mainly because I want to talk about the types of music that honestly should be used in montages, as well as why I'm getting a little annoyed at some of the montages in the community specifically because of music. But let's start off with the best kind of music to use in an NHL 14 montage.
Well, here's my idea. If you've looked at the past NHL games, what is the music that you seem to hear a lot?
Well, I definitely seem to hear a lot of, rock and metal because it just seems to fit the sport.
Yeah, what bands are the ones that have licenses in this game? Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine, and Dropkick Murphys. But I don't like them, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so when it comes to hockey, are you thinking dubstep? Are you thinking rap? No, that's just not what you do. Like, I've been to a couple of NHL change rooms when I covered the Leafs. And the music they had in there, they were playing stuff to pump you up. 3 Days Grace, Avenged Sevenfold, like I said, Pantera, Metallica. Bands that get you pumped up for that. Not Lil Wayne.
No, Lil Wayne is like the worst for NHL. Actually,
And
he's copyright anyways.
So this could literally just be a music podcast or something like that. Like, personally, I don't see dubstep as a way. Like, I've listened to enough dubstep to know that, well, at least in my opinion, dubstep doesn't like pump me up at all. To me, it just seems very bland unless it has other stuff going on.
There's too many wubs in dubstep. For an NHL 14 montage, too many wubs in it. If anything, like a song that doesn't have too many of that, but is a different variety, isn't the worst option. For me, picking a song, as long as it's not copyright, it hasn't been used before in a montage, and well, it's obviously good and not too big of a song, I'll use it. Those are my categories for using a song in a 14 montage. Once those three things are cleared, I'm good to go to start making that montage.
And like, if you guys all have heard of the YouTube channel Goalie Tributes, I actually run that one, and I'm actually right now working on my very final video. But picking music's probably the hardest thing to do, because editing, like, I've done this for a couple of years. I kind of have a feel for it.
Music and editing is everything in a video.
Yes, music. And considering it seems like every person who watches my videos wants, like, they always suggest rap or country or dubstep. I'm like, no. That's not hockey. Hockey is always more, it's an edgy sport. It's, like, when you hear, I don't know, like, for example, Sportsnet, when they, for Canadian people, when they lead into segments, it's always a rock music. How about even Leafs TV, who I work for? They do that.
It's rock segments.
Exactly. So, and TSN does it for when they do the Hockey Night in Canada. It's all rock music, and
Ultimate SE. Rock.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So, like, it makes sense. It's more of an edgier. It makes more sense for sports, and having songs about ass, the fucking bitches, and drinking and stuff, to me doesn't seem like that makes a whole lot of sense.
Another big thing I wanted to point out is, well, for goalie tributes, suggesting that kind of music, it's not really going to work because...
I'm not going to listen to you, basically.
And not only that, why don't you just let him be who he wants to be? I mean, that's another thing. In my personal opinion, music in a montage kind of describes, like, kind of what the person is, what they like to listen to, and their personality. That's why I'm going to point this out right now. For all the people that keep on using the same music in an NHL 14 montage, let's say, Pemsha or... Nightmare by
Pemsha,
Siren
remember when
School.
Dan Man used to use all that?
Yeah, like...
Oh, by the way, Dan Man is right now Goalie Tributes HD.
Yeah, he is.
In case you want to know what he's doing these days.
So, yeah, it's like, the NHL community, in my personal opinion, isn't the biggest community out there, yet somehow we end up always using the same exact music for a montage. I don't know how many times I've heard Ace of Spades, Nightmare in a montage.
Okay, if you're going to use the same song over and over again, please just pick a good song.
Like, the same song in a montage is just getting sickening, and mainly people are taking the music from a famous YouTube channel called Average Pro, and that's also really getting sickening.
Average who? Never heard of him before.
Never heard of him?
No.
I'll check him out.
I've never seen his, like, all
Check
his
out
videos.
his YouTube channel. Almost 1,600 subscribers. But yeah, I'm getting sick of it. Everyone just keeps taking his music just because it's the best. It's like, why should he have to do all the work and finding all the good songs and making his videos, and then everyone just watches the video, picks the song out of his video, which actually takes the most amount of work if you try to look for a song on SoundCloud, and then they put it in their montage, and the worst part is that their montage isn't even good with the music. It's sickening. There's another song by Fortune Family that's also overused, and I'm just absolutely sick of it. And truthfully, I'm pointing it out. I would really like for people to try to pick their own music. I personally try to pick my own music. I copied once. All right, I accidentally took "Living the Dream," and I'll try to never make that mistake again.
It's a weird song.
It is a weird song, and I'll honestly, truthfully, never try to make that mistake.
How about
again.
Chapter 4? That's still my favorite. Or Horizons.
They were good songs, and Horizons, the one thing I like about it was the fact that it wasn't copyright and it was a good type of music. But the reason I stopped using Avenged Sevenfold is obvious. I try not to use
They're
copyrighted
kind of
music
massive
anymore.
right now.
Yeah, they're
They'd sue your ass.
they're very big. They're very massive. So I would definitely not recommend.
If any of you guys are going to Mayhem Fest, Avenged Sevenfold, Ask Alexandra, I'm going. So see you there. Probably won't though. But yeah. Anyways, like okay, I'll go back to my old statement. I say like it makes a lot of sense to use the rock and metal because it makes more sense towards hockey. Again, what he said, pick what you want at this. But like there was one video, I can't remember who it was. I'm not gonna say who it was if we know who it is. The one person who said overused dubstep in their video on their special effects.
Oh, that was the Monsters montage.
That made me laugh so hard, but it's like it's very true. That was one of my favorite montages because I think it just made me laugh when I read that.
Wow.
It's like yeah, most montages do that. Now this is just as a viewer's perspective because I don't make videos in the NHL stuff. I make goalie videos occasionally.
Okay.
I personally, as a viewer, I think having the dubstep's annoying. And when everyone else is using dubstep, like seriously, someone should just be like, "I'm going to do some smooth jazz as my background music. I'm gonna have some reggae,
Actually,
or
that wouldn't be the worst idea. Though.
even some jazz metal. Like pick something like different." Because if everyone picks dubstep, it's just going to be like so overused.
It's going to be predictable in the montage.
And how long is dubstep going to be around for anyways? Like it's another...
Probably not the longest, so...
There you go. So, like, that's kind of my personal opinion, though.
And I personally like that opinion.
Like, exactly, like there's a reason they're not putting in Kanye West and... I don't even follow rap or hip hop, so I can't give you answers on that one. But who else would be stupid? Katy Perry, NHL 15 featuring Katy Perry. It's like,
well,
no.
They had classified in NHL 13.
Yeah,
that was a weird one.
Yeah, but also if you remember 13, probably had the worst music out of any of the NHL games. It's like the biggest range of crap I've ever seen.
And then 14 came out, and
14's got great music.
The music was actually really good in NHL 14.
I think Bully by Shinedown was the only song I liked in NHL 13, and then this game. Got a couple of good songs in the end by Black Veil Brides. I hate Black Veil Brides, by the way. What else? That Rise Against song. They had a couple other really good songs in there, but it's like 14 or 13 was terrible. But like 04, that soundtrack will never be beat.
Nope. All right, so that's pretty much just gonna bring it to a wrap, folks. So once again, just before we leave, I would just simply like to say dubstep is a little bit overused. So try to use something else. Try to use something that you personally like, because music is a personal thing. And stop stealing music. I swear, one more montage that I see with Nightmare in it, and I swear, like, I'm done.
Isn't everyone stealing music? Unless you actually recorded it?
I guess you got me there, and that definitely brings this video to a wrap. Again, I'm DekingRenegade.
I'm Steven Ellis. Follow me on Twitter at Steven Ellis NHL, and rest in peace, Odorous Ergungus.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.